Have you ever defined wellness in your world? What does that word mean to you? Wellness. What does that encompass in your mind when you say the word wellness? Do you know how to plan for wellness? Did you know you can strategize wellness? Have you ever thought about the difference between well-being and a well-being? Wellness has encompassed many things in my life. Why are we here together? Why are we doing this incredibly hard work? Why are we learning to be rigorously honest with strangers about the deepest, most painful things in our lives, defining our secrets, exposing our denials, admitting our lacks of power and control with strangers in public? What could possibly be motivating us to do something so drastic and take steps so extreme? Recovery? Well, I don't know. Do you need to be in recovery? From what do you need to recover? Wellness? I don't know. Are you sick? Is there areas where you're not well? Is it an overall need for something that you can use to define yourself? What is wellness to you? Now, I know to me, it's been a lot of things. It's been a long time and a long process. It's involved a lot of people and a lot of events for me to get to where I'm at. Now we're going to come to that word I mentioned way back in the beginning that you haven't heard me say. Catalyst. I had many different catalysts to my wellness adventure. And the first one was my child. Because when he was born, by the time he came into my life, wow, he was a miracle. He was a miracle of love. He was a catalyst of love. He was a catalyst of recognition, of deficiency. He was a catalyst of desiring different. He was a catalyst of total acceptance. He was a catalyst of a lot. He's one of the first positive catalysts. And for him, I wanted to find out if I was okay. That's all how it started. Just, am I okay? Is something wrong with me? Because I'm a little bit weird. That was the beginning. It was a long time ago. Today, my wellness planning, more along the lines of natural things and ancient practices. I call it Indigenous wellness. I use a tribal wellness center in my community. It's one of the best medical providers in our community. It's not really in my community. I have to drive almost an hour to get there. I was there the other day, couple times, and I was thinking about y'all and wellness. Because they had the most amazing display throughout the whole facility of all things related to natural health and Indigenous wellness. I think my favorite, though, was the rhythm therapy, drumming therapy. Love it. So I took a whole bunch of pictures, and I know that there is a way on YouTube that you could like post pictures and explain them in some tab. I think it's called community or something like that. For the life of me, y'all, I have not been able to figure out how to do it. So hopefully this weekend I'll be able to put together a display for you, some examples of alternative methods of wellness practices. I think we're going to talk a lot about wellness. You see, this isn't my plan. This page, this adventure, this journey together, this is my purpose. And I'm very excited to see where it goes in the future because we have only just begun. But this purpose is not of my planning. So I don't know from one moment to the next what's going to be involved. But I think we're going to be doing some talking about wellness and life in recovery. Because that's what we're going through all this for. I mean, these first 5 questions, come on. If you don't do some planning on how to finish this up and some planning on how to maintain it and some planning on, well, just personal care. That's a story in my life, y'all. Messed up an entire college quarter trying to teach me that personal care is not selfish and self-centered and egotistical. Yeah. Don't learn the hard way. Take my word for it. Trust me. This is important. Mental health recovery, mental health wellness, mental balance, emotional balance. It's the very foundation of love and peace. All my loving got better as I got better. And I've always been a creature of love. I was born that way. Just haven't always been very good at it. So we'll explore wellness. But in the meantime, since I'm so slow and I'm giving you so much time between things and I'm kind of dropping the ball a little bit, while I get caught up, perhaps you could spend some time thinking about wellness. Maybe look into what is whole wellness or total wellness. The wellness wheel. Something you may or may not have heard of. We'll be talking about that also in the future. So, I put a video up a little bit ago and then, I was laying back, chilling out, thinking I might watch a movie. I don't do that very often, but I've got this time when I need to fill in some space with something frivolous. And as I was about to put in this really cool movie, new Will Smith movie, Bright, pretty cool, it became less important and this conversation took priority. So we're talking about wellness. My ultimate goal is to remain into my eternity a well-being. Be love.